There lived a wealthy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Okeke. They had everything money could buy, except for one thing, a child. Every wedding anniversary, they celebrated with grateful hearts. But there was one prayer that never left their lips. They longed for a child to complete their marriage. They went to church together, kneeling before God in faith. They believed that no matter how long it took, God would one day answer their prayers. They also visited different hospitals, hoping for good news. Doctors encouraged them not to lose hope, and they continued trusting God through every challenges. Months turned into years, and years continued to pass. Even though the waiting was long, the couple never stopped believing that their miracle would come. One morning, Mrs. Okeke noticed changes in her body. She took a pregnancy test. When she saw the positive results, tears of joy filled her eyes. At last, God had answered their prayer. Filled with excitement, she rushed to her husband and showed him the test results. Mr. Okeke embraced his wife with tears of happiness, and together they thanked God for the miracle they had waited for.
Honey, honey.
Is this real?
9 months later, Mrs. Okeke gave birth to a healthy baby boy. They named him Obinna.
Congratulations. You have a healthy baby boy.
Friends and family gathered to celebrate the arrival of the child they had waited so many years to receive.
As Obinna grew, he became the center of his parents' world. His mother especially could not bear to see him cry. She gave him everything he wanted and protected him from every form of correction.
One day, money went missing in the house. Mr. Okeke discovered that Obinna had taken it and immediately corrected him, warning that stealing was wrong. But Mrs. Okeke defended her son, saying, "He's still a boy. He will change."
What is this? Obinna, why would you steal?
Abalete, leave him alone. He's still a boy. He will change.
Few days later, Obinna collected money from his mother's purse, and this time, he hid it inside one of his toy containers. When Mrs. Okeke started looking for her money, she searched her purse, she couldn't find it, and she had to blame the house help and accused her of stealing the money.
My money. Where is my money? Chioma, did you take my money? No, madam, I swear before God, I didn't.
Mrs. Okeke did not believe her, so she fired her, claiming that she would spoil her child, and she would teach Obinna how to steal, not knowing that Obinna is the real criminal. As the innocent housemaid walked away in tears, Obinna watched silently, without anyone realizing it. He learned a dangerous lesson that someone else could always take the blame for his mistakes. That was the beginning of a path that would change his life forever.
Pack your things and leave my house today. Madam, please, I didn't steal.
A child who is never corrected will one day face the consequences.
He's still a boy. He will change.
As Obinna grew older, his parents enrolled him in one of the best private schools in the city. They hoped that a good education would shape him into a responsible young boy. Not long after, Obinna began stealing from his classmates. He took lunch money, pencil, and other belongings whenever no one was watching. One day, a pupil reported missing money. The teacher searched every school bag, and the missing money was found inside Obinna's bag. The classroom felt silent.
Ma, my lunch money is missing.
Everyone should remain seated. Nobody leaves this classroom. Obinna, How did this money get into your bag?
I don't know, Ma.
The school asked Obinna to return the next day with his mother. Confident that her son was innocent, Mrs. Okeke accompanied him to school. The principal explained everything and showed her the evidence, but Mrs. Okeke refused to believe it. She insisted that someone had framed her son because they were jealous of him.
Madam, your son was caught with another pupil's money.
My son cannot steal. Someone is trying to frame him.
This isn't the first complaint against Obinna. I'm deeply sorry. I'll speak with my son.
When they returned home, Mr. Okeke was deeply disappointed. He warned Obinna that stealing would destroy his future if he refused to change. Once again, Mrs. Okeke defended her son, saying he's still a boy. He will change.
Obinna, when will you stop stealing?
He's still a boy. He will change.
Instead of changing, Obinna became even bolder. He stole from classmates, teachers, neighbors, market traders, shops, and even at weddings and family ceremonies. Soon, everyone in the community knew him as a thief. The complaint continued until the school could no longer tolerate his behavior. After several warnings, Obinna was expelled for repeated theft.
We have given Obinna enough chances. We can no longer keep him in this school. I warned you this day would come.
Let's just transfer him to another school.
Heartbroken, Mr. Okeke decided that Obinna needed a new direction. Hoping discipline and hard work would change him, he apprenticed his son to a respected mechanic to learn a skill.
Changing schools won't change his character. Tomorrow, you will begin learning mechanic work.
As Obinna walked into the mechanic shop for the first time, everyone hoped that this new beginning would change his life. Sadly, they had no idea that greater challenges lay ahead. At first, Obinna appeared serious about learning. He arrived at workshop, helped the mechanic, and followed the instructions. A month later, his father, Mr. Okeke, went back to the mechanic shop to check his performance.
Sir, your son is learning fast. Your son is learning fast. Thank you. I pray he has truly changed.
But after some time, Obinna returned to his good ways. Whenever he found an opportunity, he began taking money and small valuable from customers' vehicle.
Whenever he stole the money, he will use it to go and party and flex with girls.
Soon, customers started reporting that money and valuables were missing from their cars after repairs. The mechanic became worried and decided to find out what was happening.
My money disappeared from my car.
Please calm down.
Please calm down. I will investigate.
One day, a customer brought his car to the workshop for repairs. While nobody was watching, Obinna searched inside the vehicle and found money and a valuable wristwatch. Obinna quickly took the item and hid them inside his backpack. He looked around the workshop, believing that nobody had seen him.
Nobody will ever know.
What Obinna did not know was that the mechanic had secretly installed CCTV cameras around the workshop because of the repeated complaints. Later that day, the mechanic checked the CCTV footage. His heart sank when he saw Obinna stealing from the customer's vehicle. The mechanic confronted Obinna and searched his backpack. The stolen money and wristwatch were found inside.
Obinna, explain this.
For the first time, Obinna had no excuse and no one to blame. The evidence was right there in front of everyone. The mechanic picked up his phone and called Mr. Okeke. He knew it was time for Obinna's parents to face the truth.
Mr. Okeke, please come to my workshop immediately. I'm on my way.
After receiving the mechanic's call, Mr. and Mrs. Okeke rushed to the workshop. They could tell from the mechanic's expression that something serious had happened. The mechanic showed them the CCTV footage. There was no mistake. The video clearly showed Obinna taking money and valuables from customers' car. Mrs. Okeke was completely silent for the first time. She remembered all the times she had defended Obinna and blamed innocent people for his actions. The family returned home in silence. Mr. Okeke was deeply disappointed, while Mrs. Okeke struggled to accept what her son had become.
This is your last chance, Obinna.
I'm sorry, Dad. I won't disappoint you again.
For a few days, Obinna behaved well, but his old habits soon returned, and he secretly left the house. Obinna went to a busy shopping mall. There, he noticed an expensive handbag that had been left unattended. Obinna picked up the handbag and tried to leave, but before he could get far, a security officer stopped him. The owner identified the bag as hers.
Young man, stop right there!
That's my handbag!
The police were called and Obinna was arrested. His parents soon arrived, but this time there was nothing they could do to protect him.
Please don't take my son away!
Madam, the law will take its course.
Obinna was taken to court. The evidence from the CCTV cameras was presented, and the truth could no longer be hidden. The court found him guilty and was sentenced according to the law. Mrs. Okeke finally broke down. She realized that what she had called protection actually prevented her son from learning responsibility. She looked at her husband and cried, "I thought I was protecting him." Mr. Okeke held his wife's hand and reminded her that children need love, but they also need guidance, correction, and accountability.
A child should never be denied love, but love without correction can be dangerous. Sometimes, the greatest act of love is teaching the child that every action has consequences. Correct them with love, guide them with wisdom, because tomorrow may be too late.